God says, this is truly an emergency, and what is about to happen will change the one you deeply love in ways that cannot be undone. They will never be the same again after this moment that already passed, and only you are unaware of what everyone else already knows, that something was lost last night. Comment Amen to affirm what I am about to reveal in this very moment of truth. What I am about to show you is not ordinary. This is not something you can ignore, delay, or push to the side. This is not a passing warning. This is me, your God, speaking directly into your life with a message that carries both weight and urgency. You are being summoned into divine understanding because you are the only one still in the dark. And time is no longer something you can waste. If your heart still beats for the one you love, if your spirit still holds on to the hope that they can return to who they were, then stay with me and do not look away. What I speak will pierce through your confusion and bring the clarity you've been praying for. Please, if your heart feels anything stirring right now, take 1 second to like this video so others can find what their soul is searching for too. Let your one small act open heaven's door for someone else who's silently breaking. I want you to understand something you haven't realized yet. The one you love has walked through a fire you didn't see. A storm came in the night, and while you were sleeping, they were drowning inside themselves. Something within them collapsed. Not their body. Not their outer world. But something deep inside their soul, something that can't be undone with words or time alone. They are still breathing. They are still moving. They are still showing up. But I, the Lord your God, tell you with sorrow in my voice, they are not who they were before. Last night broke something sacred in them. And though others saw it, no one had the courage to tell you. Comment 11:11 if your heart knows this is about more than just coincidence. I saw you praying for them. I saw you believing that they would get better. I saw you holding their hand even when their smile faded. I watched you love them when their own mind became a battlefield. But what I want you to see now, child, is that this battle is not something they can walk through alone anymore. They are not who they used to be. And the reason I am bringing this truth to you now is because I need you to stop waiting for the old version of them to come back. You see, sometimes the people we love walk through a fire that forever reshapes who they are. And sometimes, in my wisdom, I allow that fire because what they were carrying inside needed to be destroyed. I am not telling you this to scare you. I am telling you this so you can shift from holding on to the past to embracing what is now before you. There was something inside them that was silently breaking for a long time, but last night, it finally snapped. A memory. A betrayal. A secret they could no longer carry. It surfaced, and it swallowed the version of them you once knew. But listen to me. What was lost was not the end. It was the beginning of a healing you never expected. You must know that my hands are still on their life. I have not abandoned them. I am rebuilding them. I am taking the shattered pieces and forming something even stronger, something even more radiant. But they are in a delicate place right now. Their soul is like clay, soft from the tears they didn't let you see. Comment 222 if you trust that God is working behind the scenes even when everything looks like it's falling apart. I did not call you to give up on them, but I also did not call you to keep dragging them back to a place they no longer exist in. The version of them you once held close is not the same one standing in front of you now. And that is not your fault. And that is not their fault either. It is part of what must be shed for them to rise into who I am calling them to become. The pain they are hiding, the distance you feel, the silence between you, it is all part of the breaking that had to happen. If it didn't happen last night, it would have happened soon. But I allowed it now, because what comes next is going to require you to love them not as they were, but as they are now. Do not be afraid of this change. I am still God in the midst of it. I am still the one who restores, redeems, and resurrects what seems lost. The love you have for them is not wasted. It is being redirected. It is being stretched to carry the weight of this new beginning. Hold tight to me. Stay close to my voice. There will be days where you won't recognize their thoughts, their reactions, or the way they process things. But I tell you again, child, they are not broken beyond repair. They are not gone. They are transforming. And what looks like loss right now will soon be seen as mercy. Let me carry what you cannot. Let me heal what you cannot touch. Let me lead you as you walk beside them, because this road will not be easy, but it will be holy. The pain you're both feeling is not the absence of me, it is the sign that I am near, working, moving, turning the soil of the heart so that something new can grow. They will never be the same again, but that doesn't mean they will be less. It means I am doing something deeper. Something eternal. Something sacred. And you, beloved, are part of it. Stay with me. Trust me. And keep loving, even through the unfamiliar. This is not the end. This is a holy beginning. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Comment 333 to declare your faith even when everything around you feels uncertain. They may not say it. They may not show it. But what happened last night pulled something out of them that won't return. It wasn't just an emotional shift. It wasn't just a hard moment. It was a spiritual breaking. And while you've been looking for signs that things are okay, the truth is, those signs are gone. They are not coming back in the same form. Because the person you loved, the one who smiled a certain way, spoke a certain way, believed a certain way, they've been altered from the inside out. And still, I want you to understand this very carefully, I have not removed my hand from them. I have not abandoned them. I have not turned away from either of you. What happened was not a punishment. It was a passage. They have entered into a deep, hidden valley that many people walk through silently. But I am walking with them. Even if you cannot see me in their eyes right now, I am inside the storm, whispering to their soul. They are more fragile now than they have ever been. That's why I came to speak to you first. Because they won't be able to explain what they're feeling. They won't have the words to tell you how it hurts, or why they've pulled away. It's not that they don't love you anymore. It's that they don't know who they are anymore. And they are afraid that if you look too closely, you will stop loving them, too. But you were chosen for this. You were chosen to be the one who doesn't walk away. You were chosen to be the one who stays, even when nothing makes sense. That's why I didn't let anyone else carry this message. That's why everyone else knows, but no one else was called to respond. You were. Because I placed something in you that can hold what others would drop. I put compassion in your bones. I placed mercy in your hands. And I planted divine love in your heart, a love that isn't shaken by change, a love that doesn't quit when the old version fades. Comment 555 if your spirit is ready to carry someone else's healing through God's power. I am not asking you to fix them. I am not asking you to understand everything. I am only asking you to love without expecting them to go backward. Your love must now become a soft place where they can begin again. A place that doesn't shame them for breaking. A place that doesn't demand an answer. A place that says, you are safe here, even in your silence. This isn't about losing the one you love. This is about helping them survive what almost destroyed them. They may cry in quiet corners. They may stare off in silence. They may forget how to laugh. But I promise you, those are not signs of failure. They are signs of survival. They are still here. They are still trying. Even if it looks like they've gone cold, they are not gone. Their soul is rebuilding, brick by brick. You are not powerless in this moment. You are not left behind. You are part of a divine assignment. Every time you speak gently to them, I am moving. Every time you hold back your frustration and choose grace instead, I am healing. Every time you decide to stay, even when you feel confused or alone, I am weaving redemption through your presence. I am watching every tear. I am counting every time you wanted to scream but chose prayer instead. I see you sacrificing your own comfort so that they can rest. I see how tired your spirit is. I see the ache behind your love. And I am not ignoring it. I am storing it. I am multiplying it. I am using it to unlock doors that trauma tried to seal shut inside their heart. Do not think this will last forever. There is resurrection on the other side of this. There is joy being reborn in the quiet places. I am planting new peace beneath their pain. And while you may not see it today, you will one day look back and realize, this moment was not your undoing. It was your breakthrough. Both of you will look back and say, we survived what tried to bury us. Comment 1212 if you believe that God is writing a powerful new chapter in this very moment. Their joy will return. Their laughter will come back. Not in the same way. Not in the old patterns. But in new colors, in new rhythms, in new beginnings. And you will be part of the reason they believed in love again. Your heart is tired, but I promise you, it is not empty. What you are pouring into them now will return to you pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. I do not let anything you do in love go unnoticed. Heaven is recording every act of silent faithfulness you give. And in time, I will reward you, not just with what you lost, but with more than you thought you'd ever receive. The person you love will never be the same again. But that is not a curse. It is a calling. It is a rebirth. And if you stay close to me, if you follow my voice in the dark, I will lead both of you to a place so filled with grace, you will forget the nights you cried yourself to sleep. There is still purpose in this love. There is still hope for their healing. And I, the Lord your God, am in the middle of it, holding it all together even when it feels like it's falling apart. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Comment 777 if your heart is still open, even when your hands feel empty. They don't laugh the way they used to. They don't hold you the same way. Their eyes carry a quiet sorrow now, the kind that can't be explained in words. What happened last night was not just an event, it was the final crack in a heart that's been slowly shattering behind closed doors. It was the moment the weight became too much. And everyone except you saw it. Everyone except you knew that the light inside them dimmed. But I, your God, kept you from seeing it fully until now. Because now, you are finally ready to walk them through this valley with the strength I've placed in you. You keep asking why they're distant, why they seem lost, why they don't reach for you like they used to. But child, they aren't rejecting you, they're lost inside themselves. They are searching for pieces of who they used to be, and right now, they don't even know where to begin. They are grieving silently, hiding their sorrow in smiles that don't touch their soul. And I am bringing you this truth now not to crush you, but to free you from the lie that they've chosen this. They didn't choose to change. They simply couldn't carry what they were carrying anymore. You need to know this is not a permanent darkness. It is a night season. And night seasons are when I do my deepest work. The roots grow in the dark. The healing happens in the shadows. And though they look far from you now, I am closer than you think, whispering to the parts of them that haven't felt love in a long time. I am rebuilding what trauma tried to tear apart. I am mending what words broke down. I am reaching into the center of their confusion, and I am speaking peace over every storm within them. Comment 999 if you trust that even when nothing makes sense, God is still working in the unseen. You don't have to carry this alone. I never asked you to. I am walking with you, and I am holding both of you in my hands. The ache you feel when you sit beside them and they don't say a word, I feel it too. The tears you cry in secret when you miss the way they used to hold you, I catch them all. You are not invisible to me. I see the way you show up for them, even when your heart feels forgotten. And I am so proud of you, my beloved. You are not losing them. You are walking with them through their awakening. The pain they feel now is not destroying them, it is exposing what was buried. They are becoming someone new. Someone braver. Someone softer. Someone more whole. But the journey to that place is not neat, and it will not be quick. That is why I brought you into their life, to walk beside them through the long nights when everyone else walks away. You were never just a companion. You were an anchor. A divine appointment. My chosen one for this sacred work. I know there are moments when you feel like disappearing. When the silence between you two becomes so loud, it makes you question your worth. But I speak this now into your spirit: you are not unwanted. You are not unloved. You are not being punished. You are being refined. You are being trusted with someone's soul at its most fragile. And that kind of love is rare. That kind of love is holy. You may feel helpless sometimes, but your presence is powerful. Your gentle patience is healing wounds that words cannot reach. Every time you choose grace instead of frustration, you are mirroring me. Every time you stay when it would be easier to run, you are showing them what unconditional love looks like. And I see it all. I see the nights you cry into your pillow. I see the moments you want to scream but instead you pray. And I honor it, every single time. Comment 1010 if you believe that love rooted in God cannot be shaken, no matter the storm. Their silence is not your enemy. Their distance is not your defeat. It's just the sound of someone learning to breathe again after nearly drowning in their own mind. They are not choosing to pull away. They are trying to survive a war inside them that you can't always see. But I see it. And I am fighting it. I am standing between them and the lies trying to swallow them whole. I am battling on their behalf while you stand in love. So keep holding on. Keep showing up. Keep being the safe place they don't have to explain themselves to. You don't need all the answers. You just need to trust that I am not done yet. And neither are they. There is more coming. More light. More connection. More joy. But you must let go of who they were, so you can embrace who they are becoming. This will not be the end of your story. This will be the page that turns into healing, the chapter that births something eternal. I promise you, I will restore what was lost. I will redeem what was broken. I will reward the love you've given in silence. Because what you've given has not gone unnoticed. It has gone deep into the heart of heaven, and it will return to you multiplied in ways you never imagined. They may never be the same again, but I promise you, what rises from this pain will be something sacred, something beautiful, something covered in my glory. Why is this 7-second brain ritual suddenly going viral? Leaked CIA files have exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the floodgates to wealth. Verified by 4 top labs, this ritual is turning financial pain into prosperity, fast. From massive bills to luxury trips, it's changing lives. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Comment 1515 if you believe God never allows pain without preparing purpose. They are not lost. They are buried beneath the weight of what they never spoke aloud. All the pressure they carried with a quiet smile. All the emotions they silence just to make others comfortable. All the pain they swallow to keep from falling apart. Last night, it reached its limit. The walls inside them finally caved in. And now they stand in the aftermath, looking at the pieces, unsure of how to start again. But this time, they won't be rebuilding alone. I am building with them. I am placing every brick with care, shaping them gently into someone new, someone healed, someone whole. They don't need fixing. They need space. They need grace. They need the kind of love that doesn't rush their recovery. And I chose you to be the one to offer that, not because you are perfect, but because your heart listens when others turn away. I have seen how you love them, even when they push you away. I have watched you stay, even when it would be easier to give up. You may feel unacknowledged, but I am telling you, heaven is recording every act of compassion, every quiet prayer, every whispered, "I'm still here." There is a special anointing over your life to love people through their breaking. It is not a burden, child, it is a calling. And I know it's heavy. I know it feels lonely at times. But what you are doing is holy work. You are loving someone in a way that shows them I am real. You are the evidence of my mercy, the vessel of my patience. And I will not let your faithfulness go without reward. Comment 1717 if you still believe that God's timing is perfect, even in the pain. Right now, you may feel like everything is uncertain. Their emotions may seem distant. Their spirit may seem unreachable. You may wonder if they even notice the love you're offering. But I promise you, they do. Deep down, even if they cannot express it, they know you are different. They know you see past the surface. They know that you are not demanding the old them back, but instead offering to walk with them into who they are becoming. Let me be clear, they are not the only ones being transformed. You are changing too. Through this trial, I am refining you. I am stretching your love. I am enlarging your compassion. I am deepening your patience. I am building a strength in you that cannot be shaken. You are learning what it means to love like I do, with no conditions, no demands, no deadlines. This is not weakness. This is divine strength. You are not losing them. You are helping deliver them. This kind of love is not always loud. Sometimes it's just staying in the room when their silence grows heavier than words. Sometimes it's standing beside them when they don't know how to ask for help. Sometimes it's holding their hand when their heart is too numb to feel yours. You won't see results overnight. This is not a race. This is a sacred process. A shedding of false selves. A slow revealing of hidden wounds. And it's going to take time. But I am the one who holds time. And I say to you now, nothing you are doing is wasted. Not one kind word. Not one gentle touch. Not one late-night prayer. It is all working together for their healing, and yours. Comment Amen if you believe that God is closer than the pain, stronger than the fear, and faithful beyond all limits. I know some days will feel harder than others. I know there will be moments when you question your place in their life. When their distance feels like rejection. when their silence feels like goodbye. But I want you to remember this: just because someone is hurting doesn't mean they want to be alone. And just because they don't have the words, doesn't mean they don't feel your love. Sometimes, presence speaks louder than explanation. Your consistent love is the echo of my promise to never leave or forsake them. And to you, the one loving them through their storm, know this: I see you. I know it's not easy. I know it feels invisible. I know it's hard to pour into someone who isn't in a place to pour back. But I am filling you even when it feels like you're running dry. I am strengthening your spirit in the hidden places. I am blessing your heart with peace, even in the tension. And when the time is right, I will bring both of you into a season of overflow, where every seed of love you've sown will bloom in radiant beauty. They will never be the same again. And that's okay. Because what was lost in the fire will be replaced with something unshakable. Their joy will return, not because they found themselves, but because they were loved through the moment they felt most lost. That kind of love changes everything. That kind of love heals. That kind of love lives forever. Comment 1111 if you believe that your quiet love still carries heavenly power. They are not the same. The fire they walked through did something permanent. It changed how they see the world, how they hear love, how they respond to joy. Something inside them shut down that night. A door closed. A part of their innocence crumbled beneath the weight of what they experienced. And now, they are walking through a fog of memory, emotion, fear, and confusion that even they cannot name. You didn't see it happen, but you feel it every day. Is it time you unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique, developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before. From debt to luxury, faster than anyone believed. But this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. What once came naturally between you now feels forced. The closeness you once had feels distant. Their words are fewer. Their gaze is heavier. They are there, but they feel so far away. And I know that hurts. I know it makes you feel like you're losing your place in their life. But listen to me, child. They are not pushing you away because they stopped loving you. They are protecting themselves from the pain of being seen in this state. They are afraid you'll see how broken they feel. But I'm telling you now, I see it, and I still call them worthy. They are fighting battles you don't even know how to name. But I do. I know the exact moment the crack in their heart deepened. I know the thought that triggered the shutdown. I know the old wounds that resurfaced and the memories that haunted them in the quiet of that night. You are not imagining this shift. It's real. But so is my presence. I am there in every quiet moment. I am standing between what was and what is coming next. And I am not letting either of you fall apart. Comment 222 if you trust that God is holding all the broken pieces gently in His hands. You need to let go of the pressure to make things go back to the way they were. That version of your love served its purpose, but now I am taking you both into deeper waters. This is where the shallow ends of connection are no longer enough. This is where love becomes sacrifice. Where presence becomes healing. Where patience becomes more powerful than words. You are walking them through a silent storm, and your calm is more healing than you realize. I am proud of you for not quitting when it would be easy. I am proud of you for standing still when everything feels unfamiliar. You're learning what it means to love someone through their most difficult becoming. And in doing so, you are also becoming something new. You are being stretched, refined, deepened. You are learning what true faithfulness looks like, not in the highlight moments, but in the quiet, ordinary, painful spaces where love must hold without answers. You are not stuck. You are stationed. I have placed you here not as punishment, but as protection. You are protecting their heart in a season when they are too weak to protect it themselves. You are showing them that love doesn't vanish in the valleys. And in the silence of your heart, I am pouring strength into your spirit that no one else can see. You are being filled even as you feel empty. That is how I work. That is how grace moves. Comment Amen if you believe that God is still writing a purpose into this pain. Their transformation is not the loss of your love. It is the reshaping of it. You are being invited to love someone as they are, not as they were. And that kind of love is holy. That kind of love mirrors mine. I never wait for people to be whole before I embrace them. I never demand that they heal first before I call them mine. And I'm asking you to do the same, to love without needing to understand everything, to stay without needing constant reassurance, to trust that your presence is doing more than you know. There will be joy again. But it will not look like before. It will be quieter, deeper, rooted in something real. There will be laughter again. But it will rise not from surface-level comfort, but from a healed soul that remembers how to feel safe. There will be connection again. Not in the old ways, but in new patterns, written by grace and forged in fire. I promise you, it will be beautiful. For now, rest in this, I am with you. I am for you. I am working in places you cannot see. And the love you're pouring out today will return to you in waves you cannot measure. This pain has purpose. This moment is not punishment. This breaking is not the end. It is the doorway to something sacred. Stay near. Stay open. Stay with me. Because the miracle you cannot yet see is already unfolding under your feet. Comment 333 if you believe that God hears even the silent prayers you can't put into words. You didn't sign up for this heartbreak. You didn't ask to watch someone you love fade slowly, piece by piece, into someone unfamiliar. But I chose you to walk this journey because I knew your heart would not abandon them. I knew your spirit would stay when others would flee. I knew you would fight, even through tears, for the one who doesn't have the strength to fight for themselves right now. You are not weak for feeling this deeply. You are chosen because of it. They may not have said it. They may not even know how. But you've saved them more times than they'll ever realize. With your steady presence. With your silent forgiveness. With your willingness to love them where they are, not where they used to be. And in doing so, you have aligned yourself with the very heartbeat of heaven. Because I too love without needing performance. I too stay through the silence. I too see beauty in brokenness. What happened last night didn't just change them. It awakened something in you. Something raw. Something painful. Something holy. You realized that love isn't just romance or comfort. Sometimes love is sacred war. Sometimes it's staying awake through their nightmare. Sometimes it's crying in secret so they can sleep in peace. That's the kind of love that reaches me. That's the kind of love that shakes the heavens. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Comment 555 if you believe God's love covers even the moments when we feel forgotten. They are walking through a desert season. Everything feels numb. The things that used to bring them joy now feel distant. Their laughter is hesitant, unsure of whether it's allowed to return. Their eyes hold weight they don't talk about. And while the world sees someone functioning, you see someone barely holding on. And still, you stay. You stay even when you feel invisible. You stay even when your own heart is quietly breaking. That kind of loyalty is not overlooked in my kingdom. It is crowned. You may wonder if they'll ever say thank you. You may wonder if they'll ever realize how much you gave. But I want you to stop waiting for their validation and receive mine. You are doing holy work. You are loving someone in their ashes. You are building a shelter with your presence. And I am with you. I am multiplying the strength you don't even know you have. Every time you say, "I'll try again tomorrow," I am right beside you, lifting you with my hand. This is not a one-sided story. Though they seem unreachable now, the seeds of your love are falling into the soil of their soul. And when the rain of healing begins, you will see life where there was once silence. You will see light where there was only shadow. You will witness resurrection. But not just for them. For you too. You have sacrificed so much of your own emotional peace just to hold space for theirs. You've buried your needs, your exhaustion, your longings, so they wouldn't feel like a burden. And I see that. I honor that. I bless that. But now, I need you to know something important. I am taking care of you too. You are not forgotten while you're caring for them. You are not overlooked in your silent giving. I am restoring your strength even as you give it away. Comment 1212 if you trust that God replenishes what love drains from your soul. You are not here by accident. You are the answer to a prayer they never had the strength to pray. You are the arms of my mercy wrapped around their pain. You are the proof that love doesn't leave when the glow fades. And even if you feel unseen, I am watching over you with eyes full of pride. You have become a living testimony of what it means to be love in human form. And that kind of love always brings healing. So, hold on a little longer. Not because things will go back to how they were, but because something more real is rising. Something honest. Something rooted. Something beautiful. You and the person you love are not at the end. You are standing at a divine threshold. The grief you feel is not the absence of love, it is love expanding, stretching, making room for something deeper. Yes, they have changed. Yes, the incident broke something in them. But it also opened a space for rebirth. And I am in the middle of that space, breathing life back into places that felt permanently lost. You do not need to have all the answers. You only need to keep walking with me. I will do the rest. I will bring the healing. I will restore the connection. I will bring peace to your spirit and theirs. Stay faithful in the little things. Keep showing up. Keep loving without needing anything in return. Because in doing so, you are sowing seeds into ground that will one day bloom with beauty that will take your breath away. This is not wasted. This is not the end. This is the beginning of something holy. Comment Amen if you believe God is near to the quietest parts of your heart. You didn't ask to carry this weight. You didn't expect the one you love to change so suddenly, so deeply, so silently. And even now, you're trying to hold everything together with hands that are tired and trembling. But I want you to hear me, this burden was never yours to carry alone. I am with you. I am upholding you with a strength that does not come from this world. And I will not let you fall apart while you are trying to hold them together. They are not rejecting your love. They are simply struggling to receive it. When someone's soul has been wounded, even comfort can feel foreign. They are not trying to be distant. They are surviving. They are processing pain that has no language yet. And you, standing beside them in patience and grace, are becoming the safest place they've ever known. They may never go back to who they were, and I need you to stop expecting them to. That version of them was shaped by things they hadn't yet faced, and now, after what happened, those pieces are scattered. But what is being born through this is something new. Something stronger. Something more real. They are not broken beyond repair. They are being reshaped by my hands. And you are part of that process. Comment 1111 if you believe God is still restoring what feels lost beyond hope. You've asked yourself if this is love anymore. You've wondered if they even care. You've questioned whether your presence still matters. But I am telling you right now, your presence is their lifeline. Even in their silence. Even in their sadness. Even in the space where their words have disappeared, your love is what reminds them that they are not too far gone to be cared for. And you, yes, you, need to hear this loud and clear. Your sacrifice is seen. Your patience is honored. Your love is not wasted. You are not foolish for staying. You are not weak for hoping. You are not alone in the fight for their healing. I am right here, fighting beside you. I am restoring the parts of your spirit that have been worn down by this battle. And I am preparing a new season that will redeem every moment you thought was lost. Why is the government hiding this 7-second brain ritual from the public? A leaked CIA document just exposed a brain technique so powerful, it's helping people cancel debt and call in wealth within days. Validated by 4 top neuroscience labs, this method is changing everything. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The nights you stayed awake worrying. The mornings you woke up with a heavy heart. The afternoons when your love felt invisible. I was in all of them. Holding you. Strengthening you. Whispering into your tired soul that this is not the end. It's just a valley. And I walk through valleys with my children. I don't abandon them there. I don't forget them there. I lead them through. And I'm leading you through now. Comment 222 if you trust that God walks through every valley and never leaves halfway. There will be days when you feel their pain more than they do. There will be moments when your heart feels heavier than your body. But those are not signs of weakness. They are signs of how deeply you love. And that kind of love, selfless, steady, and unwavering, is what transforms lives. It's what brings people back from the edge. It's what reminds them that God never gives up, even when they have. You were not assigned to them by accident. Your love is not misplaced. Your efforts are not going unnoticed. I placed you in their life because I trusted your heart to carry what others would have dropped. You have a spirit that holds space for healing, even when the healing takes longer than expected. And I promise you, your reward will not be small. I will restore to you joy that overflows. Peace that doesn't shake. Love that is returned in ways that surpass what you gave. You don't need to fix them. You only need to love them where they are. Let me handle the restoration. Let me do the deep work in their heart. Let me guide the pieces back into place. You just keep being the steady hands, the soft voice, the constant presence. Because in doing so, you are echoing my very nature. You are not losing. You are planting. And what you've sown in pain, you will reap in joy. What you've poured out in tears, you will gather back in healing. I am not just healing them. I am healing you too. I am strengthening what has been stretched. I am calming the anxious places in your spirit. I am giving you rest, not just for your body, but for your soul. This is not just their transformation. It is yours, too. And when this season passes, and it will, you will both carry something deeper than before. A bond not built on ease, but on grace. A connection not formed in comfort, but forged in fire. A love not shaped by perfection, but refined by endurance. And I will still be right here, speaking over you, blessing you, and walking with you every step of the way. Comment 999 if you believe God reveals the truth only when your spirit is ready to carry it. They didn't change because they wanted to. They changed because something inside them collapsed. Their beliefs. Their sense of safety. Their identity. The incident shook the foundation they were quietly holding on to. You were praying for healing, not knowing the breaking had already begun. But even in that breaking, I was working. Even in their silence, I was speaking. Even in their distance, I was drawing you both closer to something higher than you imagined. You are not losing them. You are being called to love them in a new way. A way that doesn't depend on familiar patterns. A way that doesn't wait for things to look normal again. I'm not taking you back to how it was. I'm taking you deeper. I'm teaching you how to love like I do, not for what someone can give you, but simply because I placed them in your life as a gift. They are still that gift. Even in their confusion. Even in their numbness. Even in their silence. This is a sacred assignment. To love someone who doesn't recognize themselves anymore. To stand beside someone who feels like a stranger in their own skin. But child, they are not hopeless. And you are not helpless. You are both being remade. And I am holding you through every part of it. Comment 777 if you believe that even in chaos, God is quietly making all things new. Do not let despair speak louder than my promise. The enemy will try to whisper lies into this fragile space. He will try to convince you that you've been forgotten. That your love is useless. That your presence doesn't matter. But you must remember what I've already said. I see it all. I honor it all. And I am the one who called you to stand in this space, not to suffer, but to steward a kind of love that reflects heaven. There is power in your stillness. There is healing in your patience. There is divine light in your faithfulness. What you are doing right now, showing up, staying close, praying quietly, holding their hand when they don't speak, is shaking the very gates of hell. You are protecting a heart that was targeted by darkness. And I will not let your efforts go unrewarded. They may not know how to say it, but they feel it. They feel your warmth. They feel your concern. They feel your loyalty. And even though they may not say thank you right now, the day will come when they will look at you with eyes full of tears and say, "You saved me when I didn't even know how to ask for help." Hold on to that, beloved. Because I am preparing that day. I am writing it into the timeline of your story. The moment of breakthrough. The moment when what felt like suffering finally reveals its purpose. The moment when everything you gave in silence returns to you tenfold. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account overnight? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that's flipping lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth attraction brainwaves. People are now stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Comment 1010 if you trust God to turn every tear you cried into something beautiful. This journey will not be perfect. There will still be days when you question everything. There will still be moments when their silence feels unbearable. But I want you to remember this, even in the quiet, I am working. Even when it looks like nothing is changing, I am rebuilding what was broken. I am laying new foundations inside their soul. I am healing wounds that go deeper than words. And you, my beloved, are part of that miracle.